Hello everyone and welcome to the tutorial number 15 on HTML, and in this tutorial I'm gonna talk about CSS, that is Cascade Style Sheets. This is one of the important topic of HTML because this basically used for styling HTML pages. We can't teach you whole of CSS here in this HTML series because there are a lot of things in CSS to learn. So I will teach you the basics of CSS here. Remaining I will create another series on CSS. So for that stay tuned, and here I will teach you the basics of CSS only. CSS is basically used to style a web page. Okay, and there are three main methods of adding these CSS into the HTML coding platform. So let me tell you these three ways. First one is inline addition, second one is internal addition, and third one is external addition. In this tutorial I'm gonna talk about inline and internal addition of CSS. The third one I will teach you in the next tutorial. Okay, so let's start with the inline addition first. Inline method of styling is basically a method in which we style an element using style attributes. This one I have showed you numerous of the times in the previous videos, so let me show you once again here. Let's start with a heading element, h1 heading. So this is a heading element. We'll guiding station. Okay, so I have wrote my channel name, that is guiding station, within the heading element. Let's save it and refresh on the web browser. So as you can see that guiding station has become the h1 heading. Now to style this guiding station text, we will add a style attribute. Okay, so within style attribute we will write, so suppose I want to change its color colon to brown. Okay, so let's refresh it. So as you can see that the color has been changed to brown via using this style attribute. We can also align this text dash align colon center center. Let's save it and refresh. So as you can see that I have also aligned this text to center. I have done the styling on this heading element. Okay, so that is how we can create a or add a inline CSS through style attribute. We can also style a link element. Let me write down its code. A href equals, within this we'll put website https www.lemson.com. this one I have already showed you in the tutorial in which I have taught you the links /a. So this is the link element. I'm going to link a text Lumsden. Okay, LAMSDN. Okay, so I have linked a text Lumsden with this website. Okay, whenever I click the word Lumsden, this website will open up. Okay, let's save it, Control S, and refresh it here. So as you can see that this link has been created at the output end. Now we can even style this link via using style attribute. Remember, I am teaching you inline addition of CSS here. So in inline addition of CSS, we have created a style attribute to style this link. So to remove all the decoration on this link, we will write text dash decoration colon none. Okay, Control S, save, refresh. So as you can see that every styling on this link has been removed, like underline, etc, etc. Okay, so now we can also give this a color. Let me give it a color to green green green. Okay, let's say we refresh it here. So as you can see that I have removed all the text decoration on this link and also give it a color green. So that is how the internal inline CSS works. This basically a attribute that is style attribute, which is doing the work for styling these text. So that is it with the inline addition of CSS. That is how we can add the CSS within an element, or inline with the element. So that is it. Okay, so for next, that is the internal addition of CSS. Let's remove this style attribute first. Let's save it and refresh. So as you can see that we will back to where we have started. So now we will do the same to these texts, but now we will show you how internal styling of CSS works. Okay, so for internal styling, we have to give each element a name. Okay, either we can give it a name via placing this type attribute. Okay, or we can also use a class attribute to provide this name, or even we can use name attribute to provide name. And right now I will use class attribute. Okay, CLASS. Okay, let's give this heading element a name, that is GS. Okay, and this link element class GS1. Okay, so I have given this h1 element a class GS name, and this link element class GS1 name. Okay, so now to style these elements, we via internal addition of CSS, we have to create a style element within the heading element. Okay, so style and element which we have used, element which we have used as an attribute in the main body element. We can create a style element here, style, and now to style this internally, we can write dot. The dot is I have used dot for representing this class, and after that if I write GS, it will indicate this class GS, or we can say heading element. Okay, So dot basically used for class. If I wrote here type, then we have to place hash instead of dot. Right now I'm using class, so I will put dot. So dot gs, and we will code everything within this curly braces. Okay, so let me show you how it works. So within the curly braces we'll write color to brown, as we have did in the inline edition, and text dash align to center. Okay, let's save it and refresh. So as you can see that it has been successfully styled via internal styling of CSS. We can also style this GS1, which is associated with the link element. Let's style this one also. What we have did, we have removed the text decoration to none, and next we have to change the color to green. Okay, so let's save it, Ctrl S, and refresh. So as you can see that all the styling on this text or text based link lumsden has been shifted to none, and also the color has been given as green. So that is how the internal CSS works. It basically style the HTML elements using class, attribute, and style element. Style element we have to write within the head element, and also this method is used for styling a single web page. For styling a whole website, or basically all the pages of the website within a single method, we will use the external CSS method. We'll discuss that in the next video. Right now I'm closing this video because I don't want to make each and every video long, because longer the video, lesser the learning. So let's close this video. Thanks for watching my tutorial number 15. If you like my video, please share it with others, and please subscribe. Thank you guys.